Right, we're back inside. Andrew Lewis is giving us his story. Andrew, since then, how much weight you lost, and basically what is the objective now? Because you have qualified for Brazil.
Yeah, so I lost initially at my worst moment, I was 39 pounds, plus or minus 2 pounds around there. Put on 15 pounds of it so far. The goal for Brazil is to definitely be there and be in a tip-top shape. So the accident happened 2.5 months ago. Believe it or not, I'm back in the gym. I'm not touching any weights yet, but I'm pushing the cardio hard on the bike. I'm pushing the rowing machine hard. A lot of body weight exercises. I'm working with Orlando Griffith in EDPDU in the stadium. And I'm working with Stephen at Renew for my physiotherapy. So I'm working with a really good team around me, nutritionists, dietitians. The whole team around me is really strong, and they all bring me back, as well as my drive for this thing. This is my everyday job. To be honest, I would have an occasional drink in the past, but I don't touch alcohol anymore. The way I eat is completely green, very healthy, organic, a lot of gluten-free stuff, and you could tell how my body feels. My body feels like it's being well nourished. The proteins are coming in and the bodies are receiving them. To put on 15 pounds of proper weight in this period of time, it's really good for me, and that just shows I can put on 10 pounds every month, and in the next 2 months I'll be back up to 180 pounds.
For the sake of the audience who might not be mightn't quite understand why you need that weight, you just explain to them why that is a critical factor for the success in your sport.
Good question. Yes, so the boat is stabilized by me hooking my foot under a strap and leaning out of the boat while trimming the sail in one hand and driving the boat in the other hand. So I also use my body back and forth, in and out, to go around the waves so the boat stays as flat as possible. The concept is a flatter boat is a faster boat. The weight that is the ideal weight scientifically for my height in the boat is between 178 pounds and 183 pounds. That's the weight I need to play around with. Depending, 183 pounds, if you go into a venue that has strong wind where you need to put more weight out of the boat, or 178 pounds would be for a lighter wind venue like China. Whenever you go down there, you just know what these venues are this time of the year. It's pretty much a fact from research over years. So that's why the weight is so important.
What, obviously, that you got out of this entire experience so far that you thought, well, yeah, that changed my attitude in that regard?
Well, life is much bigger than just one, going sailing, and two, being an Olympic athlete. I have changed my ways, whereas I used to spend a lot of time with family, but I cherish family time a lot more. I cherish friends a lot more. If you did not experience, I'm not sure how many people would have experienced this. If you experience not being able to walk for a while, if you experience not being able to eat solid foods for a month plus days, when you have that first meal, it is something that is glorious, something you would have always had and just not even, you take it for granted.
You never, yeah.
What was the first meal?
Spaghetti and meat sauce. So that to me was something that was like, wow.
You asked for that?
Fantastic. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, to be honest, to really appreciate and cherish life more, we're all put on this earth for, if let's say 100 years is a short space of time. As long as that, or as short as however long you put on this earth for, to really appreciate the time you put on this earth, the people that are associated who are in your life on this earth, to really appreciate that more and realize that life is not about just going to work in the day, coming home and waiting for the next day to arrive. It's about appreciating it, living it, and really saying thank you very much to the Almighty, whoever your Almighty will be or is, and just going about life with a much more appreciation. And that also, that mentality was spread more globally, it would be more of a beautiful world we would live in,
True.
Any words for some of the other athletes? Because obviously right now you're like an inspiration to a lot of these athletes out there. Not just athletes, I think anybody.
Yeah.
Anything you want to tell them, boy?
Well, to be honest, take every day as it's your last, because it could really be your last tomorrow. So really and truly appreciate life a lot more than you do or you ever imagined. I don't care how bad your life is. Somebody else is having a worse time than you, and you need to realize that. So to all the athletes and to everyone out there, really and truly try and appreciate life for what you have, and if you take that first step to appreciate what you have, I believe you could only get more and more from there. So appreciate it, love it, and take care of it.
Andrew?
Something in here, Mr. For real, man. I'm really glad you made it through, and I know you're always going to represent hard for Trinidad and Tobago. So, TTO.
I've told Andrew you can hook me up. Not hook me up. I've told him I'll be willing to help you. Now he's now in the zone where if he come by the absolute best aerobic fitness man in the land, I will do the job for you. We're going to take a break. When we come back, me and Tay are going to wrap up the show because we are rapid fire. We're going to throw out the normal nonsense and thing. And we appreciate we on TV, trust me. I mean, that's why we stop that amount of nonsense.
Yeah, boy.
We'll be right back. Bye. Coming right back.